Hey guys, so it is early morning. I'm getting ready to make my coffee. I've already made the dough for cinnamon rolls. I'm actually making cranberry chocolate rolls. I will link the recipe in the description, but today we are doing the popcorn ceiling in the room that I showed you yesterday. We are not going to be giving the room back to my son because he is still young. However, we are going to move my daughter into that room after it's fully redone because she's old enough to appreciate that it is new and clean and neat, and she will keep up with it. Okay, I just finished making the rolls. The oven is preheating. Instead of regular cinnamon rolls, for the cranberry chocolate rolls, you do 2 cups of frozen cranberries, a half a cup of sugar, a cup of chocolate chips, and a half a stick of butter. Pulse it in the food processor, and then add it to your regular cinnamon roll dough. Okay, I just went out and found the sprayer that works. I also went to look for my large putty knife and I couldn't find one, but I did find this, so I'm gonna use this to scrape off the popcorn ceiling. I am going to lay down plastic on the floor so that way I don't have to worry about vacuuming. I can just roll it all up and throw it in the bag. Even though I won't be wetting down the ceiling very much, just enough to scrape it down, I don't want the moisture to affect these floors because these floors are really nice. We have a lot of leftover plastic from when we first did our garden because we used a plastic method a few years ago in order to keep our soil super warm. I'm gonna use this on the floor inside that bedroom. Okay, so I just got the plastic down and I don't want to cut it. It doesn't cover that side over here or in the closet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in that corner and then scoot it over and then do that corner. Okay, I got my tarp down, I've got my sprayer, I've got my scraper. I'm going to start in that far corner over there and work my way around. I'll probably do it in 6 different sections. That way I make sure I get everything onto the tarp. Okay, so I just did the first like 2/5 of the room. I stopped right about there. I went all the way to the edge of the window. So this whole area is wet. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. I did try scraping it right after spraying it, and it does work better if you let it sit for a few minutes. So the edges are definitely the hardest part. The rest of it comes off pretty easy once it's wet. And because it is wet, there's not as much dust as there would be if you scraped it off dry. Oh, this is gonna be so much easier than I thought. I will link the YouTube video that I watched to learn how to do this in the description. Okay, I finished that first little spot right there. I had to go get a chair. Even though I'm 6 feet tall, it's still really hard to reach the ceiling higher up, so I'm gonna start a little further up now. Okay, you can see right here in this corner, I didn't spray it enough, so it was a little difficult to come off. So I'm gonna spray it a little bit more, and I'm gonna spray a little bit more over here, and then I'm gonna keep scraping. Okay, it's been about a half an hour and I've already gotten about a quarter of the ceiling in this room done. I am shocked at how well this is going. I am going to time lapse a little bit more of it and then I'll just skip over and show you guys when it's finished. Okay, I just pulled the tarp over to this corner and I'm gonna do this part all the way up until where we stopped over here. Okay guys, I took a break. The tarp is definitely working really well. I've gotten this whole side done all the way up until there. I've just got this last part to do. My only issue is I'm having trouble where the tape on the sheetrock was supposed to be. It wasn't taped good on either side. You can see almost exactly where it was on that side and over on this side. So I think we're probably gonna have to re-putty those parts of the ceiling, but that should be easy when we do the sheetrock on the walls. Okay, I just fixed the tarp over there, so I'm gonna do the portion that's in front of the closet, and then I'll move over to this little nook. Okay, so now that most of the ceiling on that end is done, all I have left is this little nook in the entryway, so I'm gonna move the tarp over into that corner and finish it up. All right guys, so I got the entire ceiling done, including in the closet. Around the edges is a little rough, but because we're taking off the molding around the top and redoing it, I think it'll be okay. It's really smooth, but we are gonna have to fix a couple spots where the original people had taped and puttied because they left gaps in between the tape. So we're gonna have to redo that, but other than that, everything's done and it looks really good. Okay guys, so it took me all morning to finish the ceiling, but we've officially done that. We're going to go floor shopping this weekend and do a couple other things. So I'll take you guys along with me then, but thanks for watching.